What is up, Sexy Beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and today we're going to be comparing every single AK74U in Zombies. That's the Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and the Black Ops 3 version, and then taking a look at all these weapons on round 50. So let's go ahead and get this shit started. Lo primero que voy a hacer is to show you guys what these weapons look and sound like, both the unupgraded versions and the upgraded versions, just so you guys can get a feel for them and decide for yourself which one you think looks and sounds the best. So here you go. You guys don't know how many fucking languages I went through before I ultimately defaulted back to Spanish. I went through German, Russian, Chinese, Japanese, Bulgarian, Czech. I had to have at least went through 15 different languages before I realized that I'm retarded and I can't speak any of them. And Spanish was the closest thing to English, and I can barely pronounce English right, so I kinda just had to default back to Spanish. But this video is not about my bilingual talents, it's only about the AK74U, so let's get on to talking about it. So the AK74U in multiplayer was definitely one of my favorite weapons in Black Ops 1. It was OP as shit when the game first released. It was almost as OP as the FAMAS. It wasn't quite up there, but it was really fucking good. And sometimes I would run that perk in multiplayer that allowed you to have multiple attachments. I don't for the life of me remember what the Black Ops 1 counterpart was, but I do remember in Modern Warfare 2 it was called Bling. So whatever that version in Black Ops 1 is called, sometimes I would run that with the AK74U just because I wanted to make this gun as best as possible. And you really needed that like red dot and foregrip or whatever it's called in Black Ops 1. You needed that because in multiplayer this thing had some pretty awful recoil. But still, for the first couple months of Black Ops 1, the AK74U was OP as shit in multiplayer, and it was definitely one of the preferred weapons in Zombies. In Zombies, it's going to be a pretty good wall weapon, especially back in Black Ops 1 where weapons were kind of shit. The AK74U was kind of put on this pedestal as being one of the better weapons in the game. And now throughout the years, it hasn't really changed that much. It's basically stayed the exact same when it comes to fire rate, accuracy, damage, and everything else. It's kind of relatively going to be around the same. They might have tweaked a thing here or there, but the overall gun itself is going to be the AK74U. And really there's almost no difference between the Black Ops 1 and the Black Ops 2 version besides what it can do on round 50, and we will get to that at the end of the video. But when it comes to the Black Ops 3 version, that's when you're going to start to notice some differences. And really the first thing that I noticed, besides all the attachments that you get, is that the reload speed is going to be slower for the Black Ops 3 version. And that was really kind of a shocker because I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to have some sort of attachment that allowed it to reload faster, but I was kind of disappointed. It didn't have anything else like that. All it had was an extended mag, so its reload speed is going to be a little bit slower than the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 version. And of course, since the Black Ops 3 version does have a red dot and a laser sight, when it comes to overall accuracy, that one is going to be the winner. And even when you actually upgrade these guns and you get the cool Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3 camo and that ugly ass Black Ops 2 camo, I'm sorry, I think the Black Ops 2 Pack Punch camo looks just really bad. I love the Black Ops 1 camo, I think it looks really sexy, and I really love what they did with it in Black Ops 3. I just can't get behind that default Black Ops 2 one, man. It just looks so goddamn bad. There is going to be one major difference between all these weapons besides the Pack Punch skin, and that's going to be the amount of ammo these things actually do hold. So the Black Ops 1 AK74U is going to carry 40 in the magazine and 280 in stock. Not that much, but it is a wall weapon, so you can constantly go back and get more and more ammo. While the Black Ops 2 version is also going to carry that much standard, but you can also get an extended clip on the Black Ops 2 version to where you're going to have 50 in the magazine and 300 in stock. Now when we make our way all the way to the Black Ops 3 version, that's where we're going to have 50 bullets in the magazine and 400 in stock. So it's going to carry a little bit more than its previous two counterparts, but the other two were actually wall weapons, so you can constantly go back and get more ammo with it. While they did not feel like putting the Black Ops 3 version on the wall, maybe they'll add it in the future, but as of now, it's not a wall weapon, which really does suck, because when I was playing Kino for this footage, I couldn't remember if they put it on the wall or not, because I know they put the MP40 on the wall, and I was like, okay, you know, maybe they were pretty cool and put the AK74U on the wall, and I got there, and I was slightly disappointed because it is not. And that really did trigger me. Why would you put the MP40 on the wall but not put the AK74U or the M16? I mean, you have those weapons in the game. Just put them on the wall, please. And even after all these weapons have been upgraded, the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 version are going to still be a little bit faster when it comes to the reload speed, and everything else is kind of just really going to be the exact same, besides what these things can actually do on round 50. So let's go and take a look at the Black Ops 1 version first. So unfortunately, the Black Ops 1 AK74U does not have the luxury of double tap, so it's not going to be doing double the damage, and saying that, you can probably assume what this thing is going to do on round 50 just by given the fact that it's a Black Ops 1 weapon, and also because it doesn't have double tap 2.0, it's going to be shit. Now I love the AK74U, but I'm going to call it out on high rounds for being absolute shit, because it is. Every single Black Ops 1 weapon is. They're all shit. None of them can really do anything besides the greatest weapon of them all, the PM63. But besides that god weapon, no other gun can really do anything on high rounds, and the AK-74U is no exception. I would say with all the ammo you actually do have without going back and getting more ammo, you could maybe get 5 kills. If you're really lucky and you play your cards right, you could probably get a solid 5 kills. Any more than that and you might as well go play the lottery, because you are one lucky son of a bitch. And I know a lot of people are probably going to complain and be like, oh, the double tap 2.0, I didn't have the AK-74U in Black Ops 3. I don't give a shit. Jesus could turn wine into water, so it really doesn't matter. The whole point of the comparison is to show the gun to its best of its ability, excluding double pack punch abilities, because that's just way too OP. And if a gun doesn't have double tap 2.0, that sucks for that gun. And speaking of double tap 2.0, let's move on to the Black Ops 2 version. Now on round 50, I think I tried this gun out a long time ago, and it kind of did it a little bit better than the Black Ops 1 version, but recently I went to round 50 on Origins, I tried this weapon out again, I gave it a second chance, and I feel like it was doing a lot better. Now it's probably just me because I was actually going for headshots this time, but I was definitely getting a lot more kills, and I was getting them a lot faster than the Black Ops 1 version. Now you're not going to be killing a lot like the Scar H or the AN94 or anything, it's not going to be up there with some of the greats on high rounds, but for a SMG and a wall weapon, it's going to be fairly decent. I would say you could probably kill an entire train of 24 with all the ammo this thing actually does carry. You might have to go back for some more ammo to finish off the last couple zombies, but I definitely do think as long as you have them all sort of rounded up in one big pile, you aim for the head, you might be able to take out an entire train of 24 if you're lucky. And the same goes for the Black Ops 3 version. Now, I was really kind of disappointed in this AK, because when you look at a lot of other Black Ops 3 weapons like the Dingo, the Draken, the Haymaker, the KRM, a lot of these weapons are really good on high rounds. They get you a lot of kills and they do it relatively quick. So if you bring back old weapons and put them into Black Ops 3, you kind of have to buff them up. You kind of want to make them on par with a lot of other Black Ops 3 weapons, because these weapons are seriously lacking in the damage department. It's going to do the exact same as the Black Ops 2 version, so you might be able to kill an entire train of 24 if you're lucky, but again, just compared to a lot of other weapons in this game, it's going to be severely lacking, and it's definitely going to be on the worst end of all the weapons in Black Ops 3. So I really wish when they brought this weapon back, instead of just giving it a bunch of dumb attachments, I wish they would have just buffed up the damage, made it on par with like the Vesper or at least the ICR, and you know, kind of put it up there, make it a decent Black Ops 3 weapon instead of just a nostalgia weapon. So overall, I would probably just say in terms of usability and effectiveness, I was really kind of unfortunately liking the Black Ops 3 version just because of all those attachments that it does have. When it comes to accuracy, you have a red dot, unupgraded and upgraded, and you have that extended mag and you have that laser sight, so usability wise, the Black Ops 3 version is going to be the winner there. Looks wise, I gotta go with the original Black Ops 1 version, man. That thing looks so goddamn sexy. But unfortunately, it does not win in the sound department. The sound department, I gotta give it to the Black Ops 2 version. That thing sounds like a real fucking gun. That doesn't sound like I'm shooting a toy or anything, it sounds like it's ready to fucking kill some zombies. So if there was a way that I could take the Black Ops 1 AK74U with the Black Ops 2 sound and the Black Ops 3 usability, you would have like the ultimate weapon. But unfortunately, we cannot play God too much today, so that is where I'm going to end this video. Real quick, I want to say thank you to all my Patreon supporters. You guys have really been helping me make these videos, and if you would like to be a Patreon supporter, go ahead and check out that link in the description. You get a bunch of cool rewards, you get videos early, more gun videos, bullet casings from my gun videos, and you get access to a bunch more. Go check it out if that sounds interesting to you, and also go follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and Pornhub. All the links will be in the description, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.